just got good news.
Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of house number 5. So today we're hopefully going to finish up the front side of this house because we didn't really get that close last part. But so today we're going to finish up this roof right here that I wasn't too sure about. So basically what we're going to do is start off with your acacia wood stairs on top of your stone brick stairs and have it come out to the second block right here and then switch to your slabs. Now this might seem a little bit weird, but you're going to do the same thing on all the corners. So just like this. But then next, use a actual acacia wood plank to fill in the gap. And then kind of just keep doing the same thing. So right here, stop it. Replace it with the slab. And then just follow the same thing in the same pattern going all the way up. And then again, another full block. And then when you get to this part right here, you should end up with a acacia wood slab here up top in the middle, right below the window. And that's exactly how we want it. So we're looking pretty good. That solves that problem that I wasn't too sure about. So there we go, got that all solved. Now on top of all this stuff, we can put sandstone because we are going to be covering this over and it will make things easier on ourselves later on. But now, since we basically finished the front besides the roof, obviously, we could get started on the roof if we did really want to. Which I guess we could get started on it because the roof will definitely show you guys how the house is going to look. So basically, we need to have corner stairs like this on all of the sides like that, right? And then what we're going to do is then you do your usual stack it up. But what we're going to do is just have your acacia wood planks instead of having a outline block. But that's kind of what your stone brick stair was for. Now when you get here into the middle one, since it's a odd number, place a upside down stair with a acacia wood slab on top to finish that side off. And then we work our way back down. So let's come back down, and we should end up on the other stair. Add in your upside down stairs here to kind of look like you finish it off. Makes it look that much better. And boom, perfect. Now I will say the color of this roof definitely gives it that like Italian feel. I'm not sure why, but in my opinion it kind of does. So from here we can kind of just keep the upside down stairs coming and turning around the middle of the house. Now when you get to this right here, what you're going to do is turn it, but then have it stop one block right here. So like right there, right in front of the window. And we want to do this on both sides. So we're going to have it turn. So it's basically like it's facing the outside here. And then that's where our actual stair step design is going to start. So right here. So just like that. Perfect. Okay. So we can add in our stairs here. Boop, boop. So we have one here. And we should actually be at a even number when we get up to this one, which is just fine. Either one doesn't really matter. Then we add in our upside downs to finish it off, and boom! So as you can tell, just adding those two small, like little touches really did make a big difference on how the house actually does look. And that's one thing I love about houses is they might not look great until you get the roof in, but the roof is one of the biggest assets that you can possibly have that makes a house look that much better. So here in a second, we will start working on the sides of the house because, again, that's also very important that we want to get to the back side. So I'm just going to continue these up one more block and until it connects with the top part of the other side. So right about here, I guess it could go up one. Oh, no, we're actually perfect. And finish it off. Boom. So that's where we are at so far. Looking pretty good, like we said earlier. So how about we come over to the garage area? Now for the garage area, what we're going to do is we're going to, taking our gravel, we're going to have it come out. What block do I not need right now? Maybe I don't need the dark oak wood stairs. Or I'm going to put the glass away for now. And then take out our gravel. What we're going to do is we're going to have it come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks. Okay. And then you're just going to make this into a full sandstone wall. So to stack it up, doop, 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 doop. And you're basically going to do this throughout the entire wall here. We're not going to add any windows on this side. We will have a garage door leading out to the backyard, but that's going to be on the other side, not on this side. Alrighty. And perfect. Okay, so one thing we also want to do is with this window up here, what we want to do is actually, well, do we want to wait on that? We might want to wait on that just for a little bit. So how about we wait and then we'll come back to that. So taking our gravel, again, our foundation block, we're going to have it to be 2 here on the corner, just like this. And then here's where our actual garage door is going to go. So it's going to be a 2 wide gap. So the best way to do this would be taking out your black stained glass. You want to start it right here, 1 block away, stack it up 3 with your glass, kind of making a upside down L shape. And so we're just going to stack this up with our sandstone, just like this. Now, if you make it right, you should just be able to put your gravel here and have it extend out from here on out. And basically, we're just going to stack this up, just like this, nice and simple. And we can even, actually, let's move this back 1 block so it's not even with everything else. It'll make it look a lot better in the long run. And it's not that I'm changing my mind, I'm just moving it back 1 block. So we said we want it to be a upside down L shape. That would be an upside down L, right? Well, it'd be one. I guess it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I'm not sure what you would call it. It's just the easiest way to say what it is. Okay, so there's that. And then we just want to have a quartz stair coming across the top to kind of finish it off. And then we just finish it off with the rest of our sandstone. And voila, there we go. That's what we wanted. Now this wall here, we actually want to stack this up. Now this wall is actually going to connect with that wall over there. So what we can actually do now is we can actually turn this wall back here. I'll probably say about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Should be a good number. And we're just going to make this into a solid wall. So to stack it up, again, we're not going to have any windows on this one, like we said. But then you want to turn it and have it connect with the wall that we were just making here. And now you can kind of see it taking its shape and connecting everything together. And and just connect everything like that. Perfect. And voila, it's nice and simple. We're also not going to have a window on this next wall that we're making because it's basically just a temporary wall to an extent. Oh, give me a second, my foot itches. There we go. Okay, so if we want to count from the door here, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. I'm going to start on the 5th, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd probably, say 9 blocks is good. And let's stack this up with our sandstone. And we can actually stack this all the way up to the 2nd floor. So if we actually want to extend everything, we can. Because again, like we said earlier, you're not going to have a actual, what was I thinking? You're not going to have a actual window here on this wall. It's just there for structural support. Technically, would be the best way to put it. So we will need some other materials for this next piece because we're going to be having a patio on the back. Which a patio here on this house will actually look pretty good. So you're gonna need pillar court blocks and some cobblestone walls, and you might need some stone brick slabs. And we already have our roof materials in our inventory, so we can use those whenever we need them. But we should be good here. So what you're gonna do is 1 block away, taking out our gravel. We're gonna have it come out 4 blocks. So we're gonna have it come out 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th block, have it come up about 3, just like this. Now, we also, on this wall here, we actually want this to be 2 blocks with gravel for the foundation, not 1. Now, we only did 1 over here because it was the garage door. But if you noticed, over here on the left side of the house, we did make it too tall. And that's what we want to do on the back and from here on out. I just want to point that out to you. Just like this. Now on top of this gravel, I want you to place a pillar court blocks, and you should have 3 of them, and then place a quartz slab on top of that, just to kind of give it that finished feeling, in that way you can't jump over it. It just makes it a little bit taller, but not by too much. And then on top of this block, add 2 things of cobblestone walls, just like this. Then taking back out your gravel, have it come over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. Now taking back out your pillar court blocks, have it come over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Add another pillar of gravel right here. Have a 2 block gap. That's where our stairs are going to be going down to the actual pillar itself. Then another pillar across on the 3rd block. And then we should be good. We can actually extend out the gravel even more because this will be the back of the house. So we can actually just extend this all the way out. And then on this 3rd block right here, we actually want to place a piece of sandstone, and that's where our patio is going to end. So just like this. let's make sure we still add our slabs on top of the quartz that we added. And then we add our gravel, extended up a couple blocks, 1, 2 on each pillar that we have. Now, hopefully that made sense. It did seem kind of complicated to explain, but hopefully everybody got what I was trying to accomplish there. Again, if you need to pause the video to catch up with where we are, I highly do suggest it just so you can keep up. This pillar here of sandstone we can stack up. So now what we're going to do, taking out our stone brick slabs, what we're going to do is you're going to place a upside down slab like this, and that's going to be kind of our foundation here. If you notice, we can't place another block here, mainly because they're different materials. What we can actually do, we could make this into its own full block if we wanted to. So if we want to do that, how about we just use stairs, because stairs might kind of resolve that problem a little bit. So let's take out our stone brick stairs and have them just be on top, just like this. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Have it connect there. Okay. Now, let's figure this out real quick. So we know where to make the roof and how tall we want the roof to be. So basically, the actual house itself, not including the patio, just kind of act like you're ignoring it, is basically going to come all the way out through here, right? So our gravel would come out through here. So we don't have a big patio or a porch, whatever you want to call it, but it is big enough. So this wall right here that we made right next to the patio, we can actually come all the way back. We're not going to have a window on this wall either. I know it seems like we're not adding a lot of windows, but we don't really need any right now. Now sandstone, take out your sandstone and add a layer on top of the gravel. Now we're actually going to add a window. We're going to add a 3 wide window here, and it's actually going to be 3 blocks tall. And we actually want to have our quartz stairs on top of it, on our 4th block, I guess it would be. Okay, come 2 blocks away. Now we're going to add our actual door. Now this door is going to be right here. And basically what you're going to do is just the rest of this, you can just make into everything. We could even make our door 3 wide if we so chose to. And it's really up to you on that part if you want to do that or not. But I think we are pretty good on all of that. So next, what we can do is stacking up our sandstone. We can figure out where to make these windows here that we need to add, which should start right here, 2 blocks above the quartz. So we want a 3 wide window right here, okay? So like basically the same position as the one below, and basically just have our quartz, or our sandstone come across. We want a 3 block gap in between the next window. So then when we add this one here, it should actually be a 2 wide window, which again, exactly what we want. Add in our upside down quartz stairs to finish off the windows, and also adding in our acacia wood fences in between on these odd number of windows. Do. Now we know what we have to do for the actual roof. So for the actual roof, what we're going to do is kind of the same design that we did in the front. And what I mean by that is basically you're going to have your slabs just like this, and your stairs acting together and working together, which is again what we want here. And then you should be able to finish it off just like this, and it solves that problem. You now have that roof taken care of and solved. And now we're almost done with the outside of this house, but we're not quite there yet. So how about we finish up this next window, and we might call it quits for this part because we are so close to being done. What we're going to do, taking back out our sandstone, what you're going to do is we already have this one big pillar here, but we want to add a layer of sandstone on top of the gravel. We want to have a 2 block gap in between, so we should have a 2 block window here, and we want 2 of those. So boom, kind of like what we did in the front over there, just minus the actual the white stained clay. So basically we can stack this middle pillar about halfway up, and the reason we're stacking halfway up is because we're going to have a odd number window here in the center. So basically what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 4th block, add your upside down quartz stairs just like this, and then add 2 layers of sandstone on top of that. And now if you make the corners 3 wide, or 2 wide, excuse me, you should have a 3 wide window here in the middle, which is what we're looking for. And boom, that solves that problem. We can now take out our acacia wood fence and connect it to that, and boom! Look at that, nice and simple, not too complicated. this excess gravel and sandstone we can get rid of. So that solves that problem. Now, what we can do, taking out our gravel, we can have this come back 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Stack it up twice. Again, very important that we do that. Have it come diagonal to the right, 2. Actually, have it come diagonal 3. So 1, 2, 3. Stack it up twice. Now come diagonal one more time, and it should be even with, you're going to have it come all the way over and even with the other side of the house. And now we can turn it and connect it together. So just like this. Do, 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 do. And now you can see the full frame of the house. And that's how big the house is going to be. Now basically, these 2 walls right here, we can fully stack up without adding any windows. Don't have to worry about it. I'm trying to get as much done for this part as we can. This 3 wide piece here, we can stack this up without adding any windows either. Okay, boom. And we're just going to finish up the outside real quick, just like this. Stack that one up 1 block. Now, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did here. So, basically, we're going to do a layer on top of the gravel. We're going to have 2 wide windows, just like this, okay? And then stack it up 4 blocks. Then, whoop, on the 4th block, add your upside down court stairs. So, let's take those out real quick. Add those, doop doop. Now, you should have 2 wide on the corner here, and that's fine. That's what we want, okay? And then, just like the other time, we can add in our odd number of windows, just like this. And make sure you stack on 2 layers of sandstone on top of the previous windows. That solves that problem. And voila. So basically we're done with the outside. All you have to do now is on this side right here, just make this into a solid sandstone wall. And next part, we will get working on the outside of the roof and try to get all that taken care of. And we also do have a fireplace that we will add, but that will be in the next part because we are out of time. So just fill in this wall, and I will see you guys next part. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated. So bye-bye.
I just got good news.